Okay, guys, I'm here to give my review of WrestleMania 27 in my WrestleMania review series. 3 left in the series, but it's not going to be done by WrestleMania. Sorry, it's just not. Just because of the way I upload and my uploading schedule, and sometimes, you know, I don't have the time to watch a 4-hour show. So, yeah. So, 28 will be uploaded Monday. 29 will be uploaded probably next Thursday. And then 30 will be uploaded on probably a week from Monday. That's the best I can do. But anyway, WrestleMania 27 aired on April the 3rd, 2011. This is not a good show. This is a show thrown under the bus for WrestleMania 28. So we open up with the World Heavyweight Championship match. Edge versus Alberto Del Rio. This is a historical match in the fact that it's Edge's final match he ever had, and he won the match. So, however, given that it is Edge's final match, looking back on it, maybe Del Rio should have won. Because then you could have made Del Rio a star in a way, because he beat Edge so bad he forced him into retirement in the storyline. You could have won with that eventually. Now, I'm sure at the time, though, you did not know this was going to be Edge's final match. But even if they did, maybe they should have won with Del Rio winning the title here. He wouldn't have been ready for it, but at least this wasn't a WrestleMania main event. It's a 1.5-star match because there is psychology involved with, you know, working over Edge's arm. So, next match is Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. 3 stars. It's the second best match on this show. The Rey Mysterio, I like to call this kind of the the battle of the Marvel inspirations in a way, because Cody Rhodes, that mask he had at this time, kind of was like Dr. Doom, and Rey Mysterio comes out here basically as Captain America, so he's Captain Mysterio America. Captain Mysterio. Mysterio. But finish comes when Cody takes Rey's knee brace and cracks Rey with it, then hits the crossroads and gets the win. That was the right booking decision. And it's so this is a 3-star match. I have heard about the tragedy involving Rey down in Mexico, but I'm not gonna comment on that. That has nothing to do, that's not relevant. And I think if Mexico charges Rey with anything, that's a miscarriage of all kinds of justice. But that's about all you're going to get from me of that. So, good match, 3 stars. Second best match on here. Then we go to nothing again. Then we go to nothing as an 8-man tag match happens. Big Show, Kane, Kofi Kingston, and Santino Marella versus The Core. This is no stars here. 0 stars, because I think it's less than a minute. I think this match goes about 50 to 55 seconds approximately, which is a complete and utter waste of talent and time to bother with. To have a less than a minute match on that serves no purpose anyway, because squashing up, the Core should have won this match. The Core should have won this match, not lost it, and especially if they were going to lose it, not lose it in this fashion. So, it's a waste. I mean, sure, it's good that Slater, Gabriel, Barrett, and Ezekiel Jackson got a WrestleMania payday for less than a minute of work, but you can't show off anything you can do if you don't get enough time. A lot of people have said that have left the WWE, because their time management is the reason a lot of people ask to be released sometimes. And I can believe it, because a less than a minute match on WrestleMania normally would not work. It doesn't work in my opinion. WrestleMania should be the one time you don't have any squash matches. Unless it's really designed to physically get someone over. The best example I could think of this would be if you had Ryback come in this year at WrestleMania challenging Rusev for the U.S. title, and he completely walked through Rusev in about 30 seconds. That would work because it would make a new star. This kind of thing, the Core should have won in the squash fashion, in a way. This wasted Barrett, Jackson, and Gabriel, because they didn't even get involved legally in the match. Nor did Kane or Kofi. So it's just a waste of a lot of talent. No stars, because I can't even count this a match in a way. So our next match is Randy Orton versus CM Punk. 1.5 stars because of the psychology of Orton's knee, and Orton sells it for the entire match. And it plays a part in the finish as Orton's going for the punt. His knee gives out. And then I remember watching this. I actually remember watching WrestleMania 27 live. And my 2 cousins can actually verify that I legitimately did this. I called the finish to this match to a T because I said that Punk was going to go for a springboard clothesline and Orton would catch him in the RKO. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how you know your company's getting predictable, if you can actually call an actual finish to a match. Luckily, I've never been able to call too many finishes like that since then, but this just bugged me. I was able to call that because Punk should have won here too. That's why it's 1.5 stars. If the right guy won Punk, I would have given this match 2 stars because it's not a bad match. So then we get Michael Cole versus Jerry the King Lawler, with special referee Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm going to tell you straight up, I can actually have made the argument that this match should have main evented WrestleMania this year, because it was actually the single best well-built feud heading into WrestleMania, which is really sad and tells you the quality of this WrestleMania, that the best built match on this card and the best built feud of this card was between your 2 commentators, Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. And also, this match is no stars because, quite frankly, it goes too long. Okay? This match should have been a 1, 2, or 3 minute squash match of Lawler coming in and just beating the tar out of Michael Cole and then winning the match. Instead, you have Michael Cole get offense that Lawler has to sell for, obviously. And then you have Lawler win, but then the anonymous Raw GM reverses the decision for Austin getting physically involved. So, why did this never happen when any other referee shoved wrestlers? Like when Earl Hebner shoved Triple H a few times, like at the 2003 Royal Rumble. Scott Steiner didn't get DQ'd. There was no precedent of this happening, so this is a stupid finish. It just gave them a reason to carry a feud over through 2 other pay-per-views that should never have went 2. That never should have had 3 pay-per-view matches in it. This feud should have blown off at WrestleMania with nothing else. The way they did it made this go on longer, this feud, and just got drug out longer than it should have. No stars. Then we get the match of the night, the no-holds-barred match between Triple H and Undertaker. Yes, it did go too long, and I believe it's close to 45 minutes, I think. I could be wrong, though. It's the best match on here. It's a 5-star match. This is where they went with the whole Undertaker's getting more human as WrestleMania goes on thing. Because of how the match plays out. So, it's a very good match. Finish comes Triple H getting the sledgehammer. Gets the sledgehammer. Taker locks him in the Hell's Gate. Triple H drops the sledgehammer, but as he's going to pick the sledgehammer up, he taps out. And then Taker is carted out of the Georgia Dome. So, good match. Best match on this show. Match of the night, and that says something, as it's Undertaker and Triple H, 2 guys whose combined age is around 90 years old or over, had the best match on this show. That says something, doesn't it? So our next match, John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Nicole Snooki Palizzi versus Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool. let me tell you this is 0 stars. This match completely wastes Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison, as they are nothing more than props. And in a way it wastes Layla, who's also kind of a prop. But I would argue that if they wanted to basically just do Trish and Snooki against Laycool, why didn't you just do that? Just do Trish and Snooki against Laycool and leave Morrison and Ziggler out of the situation here. Because this match wastes them completely. They're not in it legally. They're not in it. They're set dressing. So, yeah, no stars here. And I know that this match had a lot to do with why Melina got fired, because she was kind of vocal about the fact that she wasn't in this match and Trish was, and it kind of led to, I think, her getting fired because of it, or something like that, because I know it had something to do with Melina said Trish took her spot or something on WrestleMania, or something weird like that. Anyway, bad match, just, So then we get the WWE Championship match. It's all about The Rock, as it's The Miz versus John Cena. This is a half-a-star match. Yeah, this is a half-a-star match. It originally ends via a double countout. Rock comes out and says that since he's the host of WrestleMania, he's restarting the match. No disqualification, no countout. Rock bottoms Cena. Miz covers, Cena gets the win, and then Rock gives the people's elbow to Miz, and WrestleMania ends with Rock standing tall. So this is all the thing was about The Rock, and it also is setting up Rock versus Cena at WrestleMania 28. So that's probably where the half star comes in, is just because of that. So there are 8 matches on a 4-hour show, which averages to 2 matches per hour, but there are some skits that don't need to be here. That do take some time, and it probably took time away from some of these matches. Not to mention, it was also supposed to be a U.S. Championship match when Daniel Bryan and Sheamus that got bumped to a dark match that turned into a Battle Royal that got won by the Great Khali. So, yeah. If you have 4 hours, put 10 matches on your card. Plain and simple. That's a problem with this year's WrestleMania that I'll talk about when I do my predictions vid in a little bit. You know? Is that they don't have the number of matches to successfully flow the show, because they're not putting, you know, 8 matches on a 4-hour show is not a good number of matches for a 4-hour show. Even if you give a lot of matches a lot of time, some of them probably don't deserve the time that they obviously are going to have because of that. But anyway, this will be in the WrestleMania Review Series playlist. 28 will be up on Monday. I'll try to have 29 up on Tuesday, but 30 won't be up till next Thursday. So. And my WrestleMania 31 review, while not part of this series, will be up probably Monday too, or sometime next week. So, if you like the video, like button is down there, hit the subscribe button down there, and thank you for watching. Bye.